In the meantime, Waukesha County businesses have already started reopening.
And this morning we're joined by Waukesha County Executive Paul Farrow to look at that county's response to life after Safer at Home. Mr. County Executive, thanks for being with us this morning. Let me start with this. Governor Tony Evers said in his briefing yesterday that Republicans have said it's, quote, a free-for-all. Is that a fair assessment of the situation in counties like yours where new restrictions were not put in place?
Good morning, Vincent, Susan. No, I don't think it is. And I think it's a shame when the governor is saying that. What we're doing is we're telling businesses, just like the essential businesses that have been open for the last 7 weeks, you can get back to having an income again. You can get back to work, which is what's so desperately needed right now throughout the entire state. When you look at the impact on our economy, you know, one of the things that people talk about is Waukesha County doesn't have a Safer at Home plan. Well, really, when you look at the plan, what we're looking at is how do we follow the guidelines and how do we follow the metrics to make sure we keep people safe. We still have all that in place. In Waukesha County, with the contact tracing that we do, with the work that we have done, we know that we only have 102 active cases. We don't talk about cumulative cases. So we know what the impact is on our healthcare providers. We're able to do our job as the county, which is to respond to the public health and safety, working with our healthcare providers, making sure that we don't overwhelm them with virus cases. That's what we've been doing. That's what Safer Home was designed to do to begin with.
County Executive Farrow, I'm curious because to say that you can reopen is one thing, but then to go ahead and reopen is another. Are you hearing from businesses in your community that most are reopening or others waiting before they go ahead and open their doors?
I think some have opened. I think of most of the businesses that we're hearing from, and there's been some great ones that you see out on social media as well, that are taking a very stepped approach. They want to ensure for their employees and for their customers that they're opening responsibly, that they're taking in the extra steps that are needed to make sure that they keep everyone safe that comes through their doors. You know, you see restaurants that are moving tables out, they're rearranging things to give people that sense of mind that, yes, we know what's important. We still know there's a virus out there, but at the same time, we can provide our services at a safe process and respectful of your concerns.
We only have a little time left, Mr. County Executive, so I just want to get to this. Do you foresee a situation, or what would need to happen in terms of an outbreak for you to step in and begin saying to your local health departments, maybe we do need to put rules in place? Is there a contingency for that?
Yeah, there is. And in Waukesha County, we only have one public health officer, so he covers the entire county. It's not by municipality like Milwaukee. And so in conjunction with Ben, our public health director, we put out guidelines yesterday that are talking about mass gatherings, and we're continuing to watch the numbers and watch the impact, especially on our healthcare providers. If we see a flare-up or we see a point that it gets to, again, a critical situation for our healthcare providers, that's when public health can step in and say, okay, we have to tamp things down. That may be a temporary shutdown, that may be a temporary delay in certain things, but it's not shutting the economy off completely and restricting people to not do what they can do on a normal basis. You know, we're still following the CDC guidelines. We're still encouraging people to stay home if they're comfortable with that. If they feel sick, stay home and contact their physicians. Follow the CDC guidelines when it comes to social distancing and washing your hands. I mean, we're still in this together. The key here is we've got to be smart together so that we can be safe and keep the county open.
All right, Waukesha County Executive Paul Farrow. Paul, thanks so much for joining us this morning.
Thanks for having me.